Cooking with Kim D here. I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to show you tonight. I'm not going to do an entire meal because I have a few things that I want to show you guys. Tonight's dinner is actually an inspiration from our TasteBuds. So TasteBuds is a monthly subscription, and in your packet every month you are going to get some recipe cards. So you get 3 different recipe cards, and in addition to the recipe cards, actually the one we're using is right here, beautiful pictures and step-by-step instructions. And in addition to that, you get 3 different seasonings for the month. This is awesome, guys. I love to cook and I still get really confused, or I still kind of hit roadblocks of what I'm going to make for the week. I try to meal plan as best as possible. And we have our basics. There's usually on Tuesdays it's some type of Mexican, taco, burritos, whatever it might be. But we get stagnant with our what we're cooking each week. The TasteBuds subscription has been great because it's put me kind of outside of, not completely outside of my comfort zone, but it's added some things that I never would have tried otherwise. I really wasn't a big fan of dill, and the dill seasoning gave a recipe for a dry brine salmon. It was excellent. It was so good. I never ever would have made that in a million years. But I got the TasteBuds subscription that month and I went, no, I'm trying each of these recipes, and they were all phenomenal. So this recipe that I'm doing tonight features our herbs de Provence. Now, all the seasonings that you get with each of your packets, it depends, how many meals it makes depends on the size of your family. They can make anywhere between 2 to 4 meals per packet. And they all come in full size, so if you really find something that you really like that you didn't think to purchase before, you can actually get it on my website or through this party. You can order a full size of it. So tonight I'm doing a roasted chicken with fennel and potatoes. I'm not going to really take you through it because it's all kind of basic. I just basically cooked some chicken thighs on both sides in a in my stainless steel non-stick 10-inch pot pan. So I cooked those on both sides for a little bit, and then I've got some beautiful fennel. I love fennel, and some red potatoes. These are just going to get roasted inside of the oven for a little bit. There's the herb de Provence on here, and at the end you take some orange zest and kind of orange zest around it, and I'm going to also add some peas the last couple of minutes and let those brown up in the oven. So that's one component of my dinner tonight. The other component, which I've never made before, so I'm kind of curious how this is going to come out, is ratatouille. And ratatouille, actually the #1 tool to use to make ratatouille is my new favorite Pampered Chef product. This is our rapid prep mandolin. Guys, this thing is amazing. It is so impressive what this does. So let me try to walk you through this real quick. So this is the back side of the Rapid Prep Mandolin. And as you can see, there's different settings here. So this is like a French fry. This would be more like a julienne. And then you have your slices. Then you can choose your thickness. So tonight's recipe calls for a 4. The larger the number, the smaller the cut. So let me make sure that's right. I'm sorry, the larger the number, the larger the cut. So this is calling for a 4. So I'm going to put that down on the 4. And then how you work this is, so this opens up like this. And then this is your food storage. This is where you're going to catch all your stuff as you cut it. You're going to put this down, and I don't know if you heard that. There's some little teeny tiny suction cups on here. It doesn't completely keep it on the countertop, but it definitely helps keep it in place. So I'm going to put that down. This locks into it, and then these are what I kind of call my little safety items. You're going to pull this down. Actually, I got to move this so you guys can see it. All right. So this is where I call it the guillotine. I don't know what the technical term is, but it looks just like a guillotine, so that's what I'm calling it. So as you can see, this is what is going to cut everything, which means your fingers are not going to be close to there because you have this protective sleeve here. All right, so this is going to go down. This locks into place. And then you have a feeder, because there's a section on there. I'm just kind of pushing it along just to move it. So this is your feeder to get everything to go down. So I need zucchini for my ratatouille. I don't know, ratatouille. So in goes my zucchini. I'm going to use my feeder. And check out. So that's a 4. So everything's cut pretty good, pretty evenly. And again, actually at the beginning, use my feeder. Because with a ratatouille, however you say it, you want your slices to be nice and even. So that's going to give me a beautiful cut. Then I have some Asian eggplant. Same thing. Feed it in. Now, I've got pretty decent knife skills. They're not the best, but I have some really good knife skills. There is no way I would get all my slices to be this consistent. So that's one of the reasons that I love this. Now, I actually did want to show you guys what really kind of got me excited about this. And excuse me for 1 second because I forgot to grab one. All right. Sweet potato. So I'm just going to take, this is an old potato. I wouldn't use this normally, but I kept it so that I could show you guys what I was so excited about this for. So in goes this. Now I want this to be French fries. Let me actually empty this out onto my cutting board because I'm going to use that to make my ratatouille later. But I want to show you how easily this does French fries. So I am changing it to my French fry setting, and I'm changing it to an 8 because I want them nice and thick. Okay. That's too big. Cut it in half. This is a very hard sweet potato. And as you know, sweet potatoes are really, really hard. They're one of the harder vegetables. So it does take a little bit more force, but I'm telling you guys, this thing is impressive. All right. I know it takes a little bit of effort, but look at those French fries, guys. They are cut all completely even. I mean, that would have taken me forever to use a knife to get each of those French fry slices exactly the same size. Now, another thing that this will do is if I take these thick slices, now I'm going to put them into this hopper, and I'm going to do them. Show you. See how I have them in there? I'm going to use my feeder. And now it has made all these little ones. So again, this is a hard vegetable to cut. You saw me trying to get through it with a knife. And yeah, it took a little bit of pressure to put on here, but it did an amazing job. With the sweet potato, and this has made great sweet potato fries inside of the deluxe air fryer. So one of my new favorite products from Pampered, definitely my favorite new product in the spring catalog. So like I said, I'm making a ratatouille tonight. I'm also making a big mess here on the counter. The recipe, which I will post, calls for the 2-quart enameled cast iron dish. I only have the 1 quart. I have a family of 5. We have a guest tonight. So the 1 quart definitely wasn't going to cut it for me. So instead, because I don't have the 2 quart, I'm going to use my 2 quart glazed stoneware pan. So I'm going to put this in here. And what I did was it called for some roasted red peppers and onions, some tomato sauce, some garlic. I put the ingredients inside our manual food processor, chopped it all up, heated this up a little bit. This is going in the bottom of my dish here. And then for a ratatouille, I don't know what is with me with the words for that. All you're going to do is you're going to take your ingredients and alternate them. The zucchini that they had was super, super small. Normally it's a bigger zucchini, but all they had was small. So I'm just going to go around, and you can do this. The picture shows it all beautifully laying on its side and so gorgeous. Yeah, that's not happening tonight. I am just putting these in. So I'm going to go around and around until it is done. And then I have some olive oil and balsamic vinegar, as well as some more of the herbs de Provence that are just mixed up here in in the 2-cup prep bowl with our silicone chef brush. I'm going to put that on top of the veggies. I'm going to bake this in the oven, and boom, it's done. So again, the Rapid Prep Mandolin, my new favorite product from Pampered Chef in the spring line. Our sheet pans too, if you don't have any of our sheet pans, these sheet pans are super heavy duty. I have had these forever, guys. They have a nice rolled edge. If you have some kind of, big box store sheet pans, do you ever hear them kind of go, you hear them make a sound in the oven and they kind of warp real quick? These do not do that. They are double layered, so they're insulated inside. They just work great. That's definitely a great staple item. When people say, what do I need? I don't own any Pampered Chef. That's one of the items that I tell them to start with, because I think those you will have in your kitchen for a very long time. Again, the Rapid Prep Mandolin, our manual food processor, which works great. This works great for salsas and guacamoles and things like that. So just a couple of the products to show you guys tonight, and I will post a picture of dinner as well as some recipes in the comments below. So happy cooking, guys. Talk to you later.